What's going on, guys? Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. I'm going to do a kind of a different style of video here. I'm going to get into the weeds a little bit on Bitcoin. Just kind of go over my current Elliott Wave count on the micro time frame and kind of discuss what I will be looking at for the current range and what I expect with altcoins. So, as we have discussed in my previous videos, I am of the belief that this entire structure here is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 series of 1, 2. So you've got the white 1, 2, the yellow 1, 2, the green 1, 2, and then the smaller subwave 1, 2 of the green. We broke out of this consolidation. Triangle, whatever you want to call it. It's not a technical ABCDE triangle from an Elliott Wave standpoint, but the consolidation clearly looks like a triangle, a symmetrical triangle, whatever you want to call it. So once we broke out of there, we obviously were impulsive. We had this, impulsive structure up here for this green one wave. You had this A, B, C, and then you had another impulsive structure, which this impulsive structure was a little odd, but it's definitely a 1, 2, and then you have this structure forming off of it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And currently, I believe that this green area is kind of going to be our range over the next, 7 to 10 days. I don't anticipate, let's see, right now, if my count is accurate, our support for this 4 wave is anywhere from 29.2 all the way up to 29.550 or so. A typical 4 wave retrace is 382, which is 29.558. So this thing really could accumulate. I'm not going to get into the micro weeds on what exactly this structure and this count is. I think at some point that becomes a fool's errand and can lead you off track as to, the bigger picture of what you're looking at. So as long as we hold that support region, I'm just going to assume that we are in some sort of complex consolidation 4th wave. And then I anticipate a 5th wave here up into finish this yellow 1, 2, 3, which will put in our 3 wave. And then again, we'll have some sort of a consolidation pattern. And then we will pop out of that for our range high to set where our top of our range is going to be, roughly around, in my opinion, $32,000. That will put in our 5th wave of the yellow count, which will put in our 3rd wave of this green count. And then from there, our 2 our 382 zone is roughly, if this thing did top at, say, 31,597, our 382 is 29,857 down to 29,339. So that will be our support area for this green 4 wave, which will consolidate more than likely in some sort of a triangle type of pattern or something that looks similar to this. It could be a running flat, an expanded flat, a regular flat. It could do all sorts of different things, but that's what I anticipate. And then from there, once we break out of this range, and guys, during this consolidation period, I anticipate alts to run. I think once we kind of start getting these pumps up for our 3 wave here, and then our 5th wave for our higher degree 3, I think that's really when altcoins will start to run, and then we'll kind of consolidate down around here and then bust back up to my larger degree 3 wave at 35K roughly And then from there, we'll do another consolidation, which will allow alts to run again until we have our final move up to 39K. And then from there, I would expect, that's our higher degree third wave of this structure. I would imagine we'll have a larger consolidation where alts can really run from there. And then once we have our, our final pop up to 40K-ish, I don't anticipate having a violent rejection. But when we do get rejected and start to become impulsive down, that's when basically the market's going to completely dump. But up in this area should allow the alts to run even more. So we'll see kind of what happens, but that is ultimately my expectation. Short term, over the next 7 to 10 days or so, I anticipate that range forming in between that green box that I had showed, and for our altcoins to go ahead and run. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'm right. See y'all later.